So this is the email that the judges will receive. You can see here it gives you the username and the email which you input into the judge's login. So let's just minimize this, and you can see we've got our entries. So I always keep this remember me ticked so it's easy to log in each time. So just log in, and here you can see the wonderful voting panel. So the beauty of this is that if we have a look over the admin, you can see here is all the entries, exactly what we see in the voting panel, and it's very quick in updating. You can see here we can actually have a look at the entries in the admin panel. And if we go back to the voting panel, you can see up here we've got this little add to voting panel. So we can click on this and that will add it to our selection that we want to vote on. So we'll do that, or we can also drag and drop. So we can, for example, grab this and we can drag and drop. Now remember we have set this one to 5, so we can only put 5 in here. So we'll grab another one. It's 3, 4, and 5. So to test this theory, let's try and drag. Actually, we'll go back here first, and we'll just have a look. And we can see up here that we did originally set it to max 5 choices, if you can remember when we first set that up. So we've got 5 here. If we try and drag another one in, you can see this. There's just no way. So that's the beauty of how well put together this is. So this is very non-destructive. So when we go to vote, the best way I find is to bring up the entry that you want to vote on, and once that's up, if we come down here and we click on the actual entry, it then reveals the categories. You can see here we have the 4 categories that we added in the admin panel. If we go back to the admin panel and we'll come down here and we'll just click on the edit button, and you can see now here are the 4 categories that we added. So we could update this if we wanted, we could change it, but in the meantime we'll go back here and we'll have a look at how we vote on this. Now it's very simple. If you roll over, you can see we get the pop-ups that give us a description, and very easy to vote. We just come along here and we just select the amount of stars that we think it deserves in each category. Now we can click on each category and we can give it a rating. Now remember, this is not final, so even if we, for example, give this a rating and then click on another entry and then go back to that one, we can still change this. We can change this as many times as we want. It's not set in stone as yet. When it is set in stone is when we actually click on the submit button here. Once we click on the submit button, that's it. Votes are in. So let's finish off these picks here, and we'll just give all these a quick rating. We'll just add 1, 2, 3, and 4 to this, and we'll just grab 4 for each one there. And this last one, we'll just come back on the diagonal, and that's our 5 voted for. Just click on that last one, and then we'll come over and we will click on the submit button. Now once we click submit, this then will send all our votes to the admin panel. Okay, so now you can see that when we click on it, it's gone green, and you can see our votes have been recorded. Click on this one, you can see the same thing. So remember that once you click submit, as a judge, that's it. You cannot vote on these again. You can see we try here, and we'll just get this notice here telling us that there is no new votes. So even if we try and reload this page, say for example we want to come back and change our votes, if we log back in again, you'll notice that we can't. So this is a safeguard. This is basically, you can't game the system with this, being a judge, and none of these entries are named, so you don't know whose entries are whose, which is the great thing. So that's the beauty of this voting system, and once you submit your votes, you as the owner of the application will receive an email telling you that the judge has made the votes. So if we have a look in the admin panel here now, after these votes have been submitted, let's go up and have a look at the statistics. Now this voting system is very accurate, so if we have a look at the statistics here, you can see that it gives very accurate results and percentages. So it's very difficult for you to actually run into any problems with this voting system. Now the good thing is you can also save this image, which you can actually show the people in the group or whoever you want to show the results to. You can see it automatically names it, gives you a date and everything, which comes in handy. And you can just save this out anywhere on your PC. You can post it in the group or wherever you want to. Now the other great thing about this is you can also come down here and do an image snippet. So if you click on this image snippet button, it will copy some code to your clipboard. And if we come up here, I actually already have this group open, my beta testers. So I'll just knock this down a few lines and run a line across here, and just come down and just paste in that code that I just copied from the admin. Look at that, awesome, isn't it? So we'll just save the changes here, and I'll come back up to the beta testers here, and I'll just come down to that thread and click on there. And you'll notice here now, look at that, it's gives you a preview, gives all your users a preview of all the things, and you can actually click on a pic here and it will give you a full size image. Look at that, awesome. So that's an extra bonus in the admin panel. Just makes this application so much better. So there is so many different things that you can customize in this. You can also message the judges if you want to. If something's changed with the competition, you can select the judges and give it a subject and just message, and that will send an email to your judges. You can select 1 judge, 10 judges, or all judges. So the whole application is very customizable and you have a lot of options. It is the most foolproof, bulletproof voting system that I know of, and I will keep developing this and keep adding some new features to it. So definitely worth the investment. If you're into hosting competitions, definitely recommended, and definitely a way to vote without running into any people gaming the system. Enjoy.